HYBE just bought 51% of the agency group PR company in the US, and many are wondering why. Many think that since a huge amount of the controversy that they're into right now is actually in Korea, it would be better if they buy a PR company in Korea rather than in North America. So, why exactly are they doing this? For us to understand, we need to go back to 2014. It was 2014 when BTS first performed in KCON. Bang Shi-hyuk said that he realized the screams and claps were not courtesy or politeness. America was simply resonating with BTS. In the Harvard Business Paper interview, he said that he asked the band if they were interested in pursuing the North American market as a result of what he saw. People in the agency, Big Hit, were actually against it because they were starting to recover from years of losses, and BTS was doing well, or at least starting to do well, in South Korea at that time. If they pursue the North American market, they might lose the Korean one they are just starting to gain. Bang Shi-hyuk didn't agree. And it's a good thing that he didn't. He set out to create a song that has a Western appeal. The result was Fire. Now, the question is, why it took them so long to do it? 2014 was when the KCON happened, and they released Fire 2016. Because Big Hit is known for pre planning years ahead, and that's a discipline they continue to practice to this day. That is why it was not a problem for them to pre plan the activities and the music that they were going to release while they are in the military. But the wait was worth it. In the same year, Big Hit signed Eshi Gazette, the CEO of Gramophone, to handle BTS's PR in America. The big objective was not a secret. They wanted to make BTS a household name in America. So the question is, why will they need a publicist when their popularity was already on the rise? Because a publicist provides connections, primarily to mainstream media and other influential figures in the industry. For a band from a small agency with no US connection, it's beyond valuable because it is the US industry they are trying to break. Hollywood is a different animal in more ways than one. It's hard enough for a Native American to break into the industry, let alone seven boys from South Korea who sing in Korean. Founded, of course, in the skill of BTS and the power of ARMY, Gazette helped in booking BTS in different talk shows like Ellen, Corden, and Fallon. He was also instrumental in BTS's Billboard appearance. Gazette also introduced BTS to Western artists including Halsey and Steve Aoki, both of which remain BTS's friends to this day. Steve Aoki's remix of Mic Drop became BTS's first song to break into Billboard Hot 100's Top 40, and Boy With Love featuring Halsey debuted at Billboard Hot 100's number 8. Gazette helped secure magazine interviews and radio interviews, including Ryan Seacrest's radio show. Now, some might ask, if a publicist really did all that, why was he not able to duplicate his success with other groups he represented? He actually represented Monsta X after BTS did not renew their contract with him. Well, for one, PR is not an exact science, it's not an assembly line. Even though you know the tricks, the strategies, and the tactics that could bring in publicity, the attention of the media, spots on TV shows, it isn't a guarantee that you can replicate the success of your previous client. Number two, a publicist cannot make stars. They put a spotlight on future stars. If I pay for the most expensive publicist in the US and launch my singing career, for example, I can guarantee I won't get a single awards night invitation because I'm a horrible singer. My publicist may have all the connections in the world, but if I don't have the voice and if I don't have the star quality, nothing will come out of it. Number three, timing is everything. Big Hit didn't renew BTS's contract with Gazette in 2019. But before that, Gazette and BTS were a perfect match. But eventually, the needs of BTS for their career changed, and that led to them not renewing their contract with Gazette. Obviously, BTS has done well for themselves, so why buy a PR agency now? Because HYBE's vision is beyond South Korea, and it's all going to start with BTS members. Many have already observed that BTS members are actually ranking better in North America, in Europe, than they do in South Korea. And that is by design. We all know that Jungkook has always targeted the global market for his career, and he knocked it out of the park. Jimin is the same thing. He's actually doing better in UK and in the US when it comes to ranking his songs. He also specifically mentioned that he wants to continue getting into the different charts in different countries because that is a sign that he is helping transcend the language barrier. Many of their collaborations are also geared towards the Western market. J Hope collaborated with J. Cole. BTS members are just way too talented to be contained in one country. And the other reason is practicality. South Korea isn't exactly the kindest to celebrities who are past their 40s and 50s. And BTS have always proven that they really love making music, that they love art. And for them to stop just because they are in their 40s or 50s and 60s, that's unfair. They have a greater chance of being able to sustain a career if they go global. And I mean global, not just the US, not just the Europe, but actually global. So now the next question is, why Tag PR, the agency group? Tag PR or agency group actually manages the PR of Drake, Johnny Depp, the Chainsmokers, and other celebrities. It was actually founded by communication strategist Melissa Nathan. Going to their website, you will actually see what they are offering: messaging and narrative development, media relations, crisis communication and management, media training, search engine optimization, and internal and stakeholders communication, and digital and social strategy. Messaging and narrative development is actually what's going to help a lot of the artists of Hybe in guiding the communication points, the brand, and the kind of image that they want to portray to their global audience. Internal and stakeholders communications will also be very helpful because this is when they communicate to their shareholders, investors, and other people that will influence the company. But one of the most important aspects or service that the Tag PR is actually offering is crisis communication and management. I am sure that all of you are aware of the slap that was heard through eternity when Will Smith slapped Chris Rock in the Oscar Awards. His then publicist, Meredith O'Sullivan, went into action right away. Was she able to completely silence the media? Of course not, but she was able to control it. She was able to buy him time. And that is part what crisis communication is. It isn't always about making sure that the media doesn't write anything bad about you. Sometimes it's just about controlling the noise, finding ways on how your client can be heard, and designing the path towards recovery.
I wish they did this sooner, quite honestly, because it takes time to prepare for the launch of a project or a career of an artist, let alone seven in one group. But at least they're doing it now while BTS members are still serving the military. Of course, soon J Hope is going to be released from the military and Jin is going to start his promotion for his solo album. So I'm sure that his PR on the North American market will be handled by the agency group. But we just need to understand that it really takes time to be able to plot out the messaging, understand the branding, plan the trajectory of the career. Those things take time. It's not like give us 2 weeks and everything's going to be ready. It takes months, and the more time they have, the better it is for them to be able to execute the plans. So but as I've said, at least they have months to prepare ahead of the discharge of the other members from BTS. The other thing is that I do think there are certain artists in Hype that are better fit outside of BTS, that is really better fit in the global market, specifically Western market, like Lesser of Him. I think their sensibilities, the quality of their music, the way that they perform, they appeal more to the Western market. And I'm sure that eventually Hybe is going to push their main operations in North America. It's going to be easier for them if they really want to go global, and that seems to be where they really want to go. Okay, given that one of the questions that one of the people, the one of my subscribers actually asked during the live stream is that given that there is really no crisis to be handled with BTS, what is it that they're going to do? What's going to be their main job? It's going to be planning out the messaging, it's going to be establishing contacts, introducing them to the North American market again. They are doing well in the charts given that they are serving the military. They're doing fantastic. BTS is doing fantastic with their solo careers. But it still is very different once they're out, once they're doing shows. That requires a lot of coordination, connections, networking, and that is going to be their main job. Plan the messaging, understand the branding, and look for ways on how to hype it up, make introductions, tap all the media connections that they have to make sure that they get the right kind of promotions, and that they get mentioned and that they get to appear in shows that they want to appear in order to grow their career. That's going to be their main job. All right. If you have any questions, let me know. I am always willing to answer the questions. If I can answer it myself, then I'm going to get somebody to answer it. Also, one of the huge plans that I have outside of the magazine, the Asian Entertainment Magazine, is to actually start interviewing celebrities, Asian artists, people that are behind the scenes in music and in movies. So if you have recommendations, let me know. If you want me to review any movies or music from your country, let me know. Always happy to get recommendations from you. All right, thank you very much for watching. If you ended up liking this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit that notification button, and of course, share the video if you can. Also, if you have any recommendations, comments, concerns, questions, leave them in the comment section below, or you can get in touch with me in any of the social media links that you see on your screen right now. Thank you.